To do the handstand push-up, we need the strength to push our body weight up, the balance to stay on our hands, and the mobility to stay flexible and not get injured. Starting out, I remember going to this exact spot and kicking my legs up to see if I could do the handstand. I quickly found out that I kept falling over due to lack of strength, balance, and mobility in the wrist. The better way to start is with a wall. We first need to work on our balance to see how hard we need to kick to hold the handstand. With the wall, we don't need to be afraid of over-kicking because the wall prevents us from falling forward or potentially hurting our wrist. And we don't need to be afraid of under-kicking because we can always land on our feet. Knowing that you're safe from over-kicking onto the wall and under-kicking back onto your feet, you can work on practicing the perfect amount of power to kick up and finding that equilibrium where you don't hit the wall or land back onto your feet. Now, finding your balance takes time, so don't get frustrated if you can't get it right away. It took me personally a couple months to be able to hold the handstand consistently without a wall. Knowing how to use the wall, you can always go right back into it to find your balance whenever you lose it. A common problem is putting the head out too far when trying to kick up into the handstand. You need to tuck and imagine the wall. Your head can't go that far out if there's a wall there. Once you get better at correcting your form, you can kick up and hold that handstand for your first time. The hands is like the feet. When you push with the toes or the fingers, you go backwards. And when you lean forward, you go forward. And a technique to not fall on your back is to spin. Using this technique, you can spin whichever direction by letting go of one hand first and landing back on your feet. So any direction you go, you land back onto your feet safely. Once you begin training the handstands for some time, it begins to hurt a little due to all of the pressure going onto the wrist. One of my favorite stretches to do to undo all of the tension is pulling one finger at a time on each hand, circling them around, and pulling it the opposite way, which the hand is pressured into. Grabbing the thumb, pulling it to your face, extending your wrist, and always moving the whole body. Once you learn how to hold your handstand, you can do them anywhere where you can walk, which is anywhere with the ground. To get to the next level, we need to work on building shoulder strength. A perfect workout for that are pike push-ups, where we pike our body up and push down similar to a push-up. However, we're pushing straight down similar to when we're in a handstand hold position. This position alleviates a lot of weight from a real handstand push-up so that we can work on building that strength so we can do it right. It's very similar to the push-up, so doing a diamond push-up is harder, doing a diamond pike push-up is harder because it puts a lot of weight centered into one area, making your shoulders work harder. And going closer to your feet also does the same thing. Once you feel strong and confident enough, you can try doing a handstand push-up on the wall. With the help of the wall, make sure that you're pushing evenly with both sides to avoid muscle imbalance and make sure that your body is not leaning on one side too far. Now the next level is working on handstand push-up negatives. Knowing that we have to push up, we also have to work on the other side, which is the negative of going down. And this ensures that our muscle activity is balanced so that when we do the handstand push-up, we can do both sides, going down and pushing back up. The last workout is the handstand wall walks. By being in a push-up position with your feet on the wall and walking up and back down, this works all three parts that we just talked about: the strength for your shoulders, the balance for your hands, and the mobility for your wrists. Hope this video helps you on your journey of doing your first handstand or potentially handstand push-up. If you want to go deeper and find a personal coach, I provide online coaching on my website in the link in the description. And I'm looking forward to your growth and my own growth. So let's both keep getting stronger together and let's all keep going.